Today is October 19th, 2022, and I'm actually I'm on my lunch break right now. I'm gonna go and get some food for me and my hubby, and I might be able to might have some enough time to stop at the grocery store as well on my way back. I want to make uh, shrimp fried rice for our dinner tonight with some something I don't know, but I really want some shrimp fried. I want fried rice. That's what I want. So we have day old fried rice from yesterday's dinner. We didn't finish it, so I'm gonna ask him when I get home if he finished the rice or not. Cause I went to bed early. I was exhausted. I was just tired. So I went to bed early yesterday. 8:30, I was in bed. My daughter was knocked out too. We were both just really tired. Um, so a lot has changed as the title of the video. Um, a lot has changed. I don't know where to even begin. So, um, let's start with a few weeks ago. We got notified in my job that we will be going to working in person soon, and that working from home will be eliminated, and that we need to figure out if people that have kids need to figure out what we could do with our kids. And boss in May that if they decide for us to come to work in office, that I will resign during that time because I'm not coming into office. I don't want to put my child in daycare, and I don't have. Well, at the time I did have someone to watch her, but I'm like I don't know when you guys are going to have us come back into work. So when you guys do have us come back into work, I don't want to jeopardize her life, what she's doing with her family and her job. So that was beginning of May. Now, beginning of October, they said that we have to come back into work, and I'm like, yeah, that's not happening. I'm not going into work, so they can chalk that up. Um, and at the same time, I'm not putting her in daycare as well because one is too expensive. Two, if I can eliminate the area where she can get sick from, I'm going to try my best to eliminate those areas, and that's one of them. And two, it's just so expensive. I don't know those people. I don't know who she is around. I don't know who they live in the building and stuff like that. And then to do private and home daycares, unless I know that person, like really, really know them, they're part of my family. Even so, even sometimes families you can't trust. I mean, I'm not saying about mine, but some people they can't trust their families either. So I can't just hand her over to somebody I don't know. I don't know who they allow in and out of their home, who lives there, and whose other kids, what kind of illnesses they have. Do they have any bugs that they bring into the house, or if the house has any bugs? You know what I mean? Like, I know I'm not going to put her in. Even before I had a baby, even before I thought about having a child. Even if I said like, if I ever have a child, I'm never putting him in daycare. That still stands. If you put your child in daycare, that is great. That's perfect for you and to your family. But for my family, that's not something that I want to do. Now, if my mother lived here and she was younger, then I could possibly see putting her into daycare. Since my mother doesn't live here, and my mother-in-law does not live. I'm not going to put her in daycare. And then my friend, who would have watched her for me, she's starting a new job, a job that she's been looking for. I'm not going to have her stop and watch my child. That's not going to happen. And she'll be making more money than what I'll be paying her. So no, friend, your family comes first before mine. Um, so with that being said, yeah, leave my position. So now I'm not forced because I don't have to, but now I don't have the excuse of, oh, I don't have time to do my business and all that kind of stuff. I won't have that excuse anymore, especially after the holidays. I'm not going to have that excuse any longer. So my plan is to restart up my business, to rebrand my business, and get that back on the road, get back on, making sure that handle my business, everything that I need to do. So that will be coming up very, very next. I am very excited. It's going to be a new journey, and this is the first time I've not had a job in a very long time since 10th grade, and I'll be turning 40, so you can do your own calculations how long that is. But my last day of my employment is going to be October 28th, and we shall see what life follows through after that. I'm very, very excited. I'm saying I'm very, very nervous. Like I said, this would be the first time I've had a job. But me leaving will also have an opportunity for me and my husband to clear out our debt. I already applied for the tuition loan forgiveness, and I'm hoping that I get approved for that. I'm hoping that they eliminate all of this for me, and if they do so by February or March, all of my debts, everything that I owe, will be eliminated as well. So me leaving is a win-win situation, regardless. I'll have more time with my child. I'll be able to focus on my business as well as my husband's business. So it's a win-win situation, but at the same time, it's a scary situation, but it's a win-win situation. Um, right now, I'm actually going to Wendy's to get some food for us. Um, 'Cause I'm hungry, and he's actually working. I wanted us to go together, but he has a client, so it's supposed to be. And then on top of that, last week was just a really hectic week. So I put in my resignation on Wednesday. That day, I had to take my daughter to the urgent care because she was sick. She ended up having a fever of 101.4 Tuesday evening. We got back from out of town on Tuesday evening from visiting family, and then she ended up having a fever that night. I'm thinking maybe because we've been traveling, maybe it's just a lot on her body. So I'm like, it just has to be because of that reason. Um, so we went ahead to the urgent care just to make sure. I gave her some Motrin, but the temperature came back that morning, and it came back even higher. So I gave her, I'm sorry, not Motrin. I gave her Tylenol Tuesday evening. Midnight on Wednesday morning, the temperature had broke. But Wednesday morning, like around 8 o'clock, no, 5 o'clock in the morning, her temperature was at 104.4. So it had went up even higher. So I gave her some medication, and then a couple of hours later, I checked it again, and it went up to 103. That's why I decided to take her to the hospital because every time her temperature breaks and it comes back, and actually comes back even higher. So I was like, maybe she might have an infection or something. Um, so we took her in. They said it's a viral infection. It was going to go on away. It's going to go away on its own, but just to continue giving her Tylenol and Motrin to alternate between them two if her fever doesn't break. And then she also said if her fever actually increases even higher, even with medication, to take her into the emergency room, they might have to do labs or x-ray. So we got home, her temperature went back up to 103.9. Now that's axillary, which is under the armpit. So when you take the temperature under the armpit, it's actually even higher. You always add an extra degree to the temperature. So if it's like 101, it's actually 102. So when I checked on the armpit, it was reading 103.9, but it was really 104.9. I gave her Motrin, put her in bed at 6 o'clock, and then at 8 o'clock, her temperature was still at 103. So I gave her some Tylenol. It finally broke through. She was sweating like crazy. It finally broke. I'm like, great, fever's done with. Nope. Thursday morning, woke up at 5. Her temperature was at 104. So I decided to take her to the emergency room after I medicated her, and it was at 105 rectal. So rectal temperature is actually accurate temperature for infants, and it read at 104. I mean, at 105. They gave her Motrin. 3 hours later, went from 105 to 103. They tried to give her Tylenol, but she threw it back up. They told me when you get home, just give her some more Tylenol, which I did, but it will go down a couple of degrees and then come back even higher. So it went down to 101, and then it came back to 104.7 axillary. Thank you for choosing Wendy. One moment. So it kept on going up and down, and it was just driving me crazy. But finally, Saturday morning, the last time was 101. After Saturday, she has not had a fever, but now she does not want to eat her food. She does not want to drink a bottle. She does not want to take her milk. She'll eat regular food. She'll eat our food. She'll eat her food, but okay. Can I have the two of the four for the 444 or five biggie box? Or do you have both?
Which one, ma'am?
Do you have both the 444 and the?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I have two of the 444? Can you do two junior cheeseburgers?
What's the drink?
Can I have one sweet tea and the other one Coke with no ice? It is raining. And that'll be it.
Cash or card?
It's going to be my card.
Second window.
Thank you. Rudeness, rudeness, rudeness. Yeah. So her fever is finally broke, but now she is not wanting to eat her food. Um, so not wanting to drink her bottle. I mean, I have to sneak in like a half an ounce or an ounce at a time. Or if she's in the middle of the night when she's looking for her pacifier, instead of giving her pacifier, I will actually give her a bottle, and she'll drink her bottle like that. So besides that way, she does not want to take a bottle. And she's at my friend's house right now, and she still does the same thing. Doesn't want to take a bottle. But I did buy Pedialyte popsicles, and she takes it. So one, it helps her with her gums, and two, also help her with hydration because I'm worried about she's getting dehydrated. The other day, her lips were really, really dry. But I did the skin test where you can like pinch the skin to see if the skin stays pinched or if it goes back, and it did go back. So I don't think she's dehydrated. She is having wet diapers. So if she was not having wet diapers, then I'll be concerned. She does have an appointment tomorrow with her pediatrician. Okay. Okay. She does have an appointment tomorrow with her pediatrician, so we shall see what she says. Yeah, it's crazy, man. The last week is just incredibly crazy, and then a friend of mine, we thought that she was going through we thought she was going through a miscarriage, but end up about to have twins instead. Yeah, it's been an up and down roller coaster week. This week I have to go in and train my replacement. And then next week's my last week working. I'll be working there um, Monday through Friday. Friday is going to be a half a day for me. Tomorrow is going to be half a day, so I really don't have a full week left. Thank you. I don't have. Oh my God! Thank you. Forgot my card. So I don't have a full week before I resign. I just still can't believe I resigned because I've talked about this since like April or March of this year after she was born that I wanted to resign, but I kept on changing my mind. And now next Friday the 20th is my last day, but I have so much planned for myself. I can't wait to take you guys along with me when I'm doing my business. I can't wait for you guys to see what I'm going to be doing. It's very exciting stuff, but at the same time, it's very nerve wracking. I'm just glad that I don't have to take her outside. I'm sorry, I can't. Yes, she was extremely rude, but you know what? I don't have to be rude back, but she was really rude. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I'm going the right way. I think. Okay. I always go the same way every time. I don't go take a different route, but I'm hoping this is the right way. But anyways, I'm gonna go back to my husband's job. We're gonna eat lunch together. We're he's working. I'll probably just sit there with him, or I might just go to the grocery store and get some shrimp because I want to make shrimp fried rice. Unless I change my mind. Baby girl turns 9 months on Monday. She's gonna be 9 months old. I just can't believe how big she's becoming. When she goes to my friend's house, she doesn't want nothing to do with me until the end of the day. Like when I drop her off, I try to give her a hug. She turns her head and she's like, "No, mommy, I don't want no hug and kiss from you." It kind of hurts my feelings, but I'm just glad that she is with people that she loves and adores, especially her uncle. Oh my gosh, she's obsessed with her uncle. And he's obsessed with her as well. So uh, I'm just happy that she is happy when she's there. When she was at my family's house, she cried the whole entire time because she does not remember them. When she went there, she was 4 months old. So now she's 8 months old. She doesn't remember them. They can't expect her to remember everybody. But she loves them. Um, but yes, I will be bringing you guys along with what I'm be doing for my business. If you guys don't know, my business is doing skin and hair care. Yes, I know I look crazy, and you're like, how? And your hair looks crazy. Just trust me, I do skin and hair care. I love my products. My products do work. It's just trusting yourself is so hard sometimes. At least for me, trusting myself, trusting my process. I doubt myself all the time, and I let other people what they think about me or what they think about my whatever I do influence my end result. But I have learned hard not hardly. That's not what I want to use. I've learned the hard way that sometimes the people that you think are the closest, I'm talking about friends, that think that you got your back no matter what, they are your closest, are actually the ones that are not. I learned the hard way, and my heart is still broken, and I feel, betrayed, and I feel just so heartbroken. But, I don't wish anything bad against that person. I wish her all the best luck in this world that can give her. But I've learned a valuable lesson from that. Um, so I will be putting that valuable lesson I learned into everything that I do. Sometimes you just can't help everybody, and when you do help everybody, you don't expect you know you expect a thank you back, you expect a gratitude back, especially if they are the ones who made the mistake and you try to fix it for them, but then you get blamed for whatever happened. Babe, I am about to pull up to my husband. Um, to lose weight. I mean, they'll fluctuate between ounces. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about pounds. So I'm hoping that she has not lost any pounds. But yeah, I'll update regarding that. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate every single one of you. And thank you for the comments as well. Yes, she was very rude, but it is what it is. I don't know what happened with her life. Maybe something's going on in her life that we don't know about. But anyways, thank you for watching. Love you guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And my tummy hurts. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.